Important in today's connected world. I'll show you a scenario where I'm going to manage the settings for Nathan, my 11-year-old son, and he has a PC in his bedroom, and it's really important to me to be able to understand what's happening on his PC behind closed doors. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set some time limits for Nathan. It's as easy as that. Now the overnight hours are off limits for Nathan. It's as simple as that. Isn't that fantastic? I'll go into games. And you know, Nathan's 11 years old, but I'm going to set games for him for teen and above using the electronic software ratings board settings built right into Windows Vista, along with 9 other ratings boards around the world. And I can do that because I know about Nathan's maturity. And by the way, right here, I can choose specific teen games that may not be appropriate for him and go ahead and block those. And probably more importantly, under this link, I can view activity reports. It's a report card of sorts that tells me the kinds of experiences Nathan's had, the kinds of websites he's tried to access and been blocked, the kinds of instant messaging sessions and email sessions he's having, the games he's attempted to launch, so that we can have the right kinds of conversations and I can help to keep my family safe. So that's just a little bit about what happens in a bedroom scenario with a child's PC. But what about the living room? You know, one of the most exciting things happening in our entire industry today is the explosive growth of big panel TVs in people's living rooms. It's one of the most exciting things. And you know, the key question that people are asking about that scenario is, how do I get all that interesting PC content onto that big panel in the living room? Those photos, those videos, those downloadables from the internet. Well, the best answer to that, the most powerful answer, may surprise you. Because it's something that 10.5 million people already have. And that's Media Center Extender built right in to every Xbox 360 around the world. I've just switched to an Xbox. This is output from an Xbox. I'm going to use my Xbox controller. And in this house, it's connected to a Windows Vista PC. You can see the new Windows Vista Media Center user interface. Many more menu choices surfaced up top to take advantage of today's 16:9 monitors. I'll go into, I'll take a recorded program from The Office. This is a high-definition recording that I made on my Windows Vista machine using built-in cable card support coming on upcoming PCs. And I can, of course, record any high-definition feed I want. I don't have to pay a subscription. I don't have to pay a download feed, and I get any choice I want, not just a few studios. So there's a high-definition feed of The Office coming in through my Windows Vista PC, but being played on my Xbox. Take a look at this gorgeous menu overlay where I can actually go, look at that high fidelity coming across my home network. Because what we like to do on our Media Center Extender is we like to look at our photos. And you know, it's best if it has a musical overlay. And so I'm going to go and pick a track from my Windows Vista PC for Angels and Airwaves. We're so fortunate to have them with us tonight. Weren't they fun? And come on, weren't they great? That was great. That was Angels and Airwaves opening up. I'm going to pick off a track from them. I'm going to play it. And now that track starts, and all I have to do is back out a spot and pick some pictures. And you know, when the extended family comes over, it's just great. We can all get together, take a look at those summer photos, and it's easier than ever before to get them up on that big panel and look at that slideshow. The music track, the pictures, our summer vacation, it's all right there in my Media Center Extender connected to a Windows Vista machine. All that was on an Xbox 360. Well, that's been just a little picture of fun and entertainment. And you know, entertainment comes in many forms, and fun comes in many forms. Sometimes it's sophisticated things like high-definition feeds, and sometimes it's simple things, little elegant things that just make the PC experience great. We've sprinkled those all throughout Windows Vista. And you know, one of my favorite ones is something that's a Windows Vista Ultimate Extra. It's just a simple little thing that answers the question, hey, you know all those backgrounds, all those beautiful vistas that seem to be shown with Windows Vista PCs all the time? Why shouldn't they do something more interesting than just sit there? Why shouldn't they do something just a little bit surprising? Something like this. Dream Scene, a Windows Vista Ultimate Extra. Isn't that fantastic? A motion video on my desktop. Well, look, it's been my pleasure to share with you some of the ways that for our family, Windows Vista and Office 2007 are making our digital lifestyle easier, safer, better connected when we're on the go, and a lot more fun. Thank you for everything you're doing to make these products great, and have a great time tonight. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Cabinet 14 inside.
Every so often you experience something so new, so delightfully unexpected. Wow. That there's only one word for it.
Wow.
Let's go. I got my man. Wow.
The new, the different, the amazing.
Wow.
And to find it, all you have to do is press Start. Introducing Windows Vista.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Microsoft Chief Executive Officer Steve Ballmer.
Well, thanks. It's an honor and privilege to have a chance to be here today with you all for what is not only the biggest launch in software history, it's also the broadest release we've ever done. I hope you liked a little bit of the TV footage that we just had a chance to show you. We're certainly incredibly excited about the product. We're incredibly excited about what I think it means to our customers, to the PC industry, and really we hit the ground running, starting with the first copies of the product. I know we had one delivered in New Zealand. I've been hearing about the purchasing going on in Akihabara in Japan, and we're kind of advancing around the world in what is truly an amazing global event. The product will be available today, broadly speaking, since it's already tomorrow, today, whatever, in some of these countries. Will be available in over 70 countries. We start out in 19 languages. Will be available in over 99 languages by the end of this calendar year. Afterward, you can go and think whether you can name 99 individual languages, but that's the sort of the extent and the cover and the reach that we'll have with the Windows Vista product. The product's available in over 39,000 retail outlets, in addition to people selling direct, software resellers, hardware resellers around the world. And you can literally find computers from thousands of different computer OEMs, system builders, available starting tomorrow that have Windows Vista pre-installed on them, making it really the biggest impact release we've ever done. If you just take a look at it and say, how many technical people, developers, IT people will be involved working with Vista, we estimate that number will be over 1 million in Europe alone by the end of this year, and close to 2 million here in the United States. People who will learn Vista, use Vista, and professionally be involved with it, supporting it for consumers and businesses alike. So truly the broadest release in software history. We feel like, in many senses, it's also the best release we've ever made in terms of galvanizing industry support. Hardware vendors, software application writers, people who build cameras and peripherals and photo frames. There will be over 1.5 million individual hardware devices that are supported and enabled. And if you bought an old version, a new version, you're interested in some new thing that